What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the first episode in our coverage of Bloober Team's Layers of Fear. My name is Splattercat. I've been craving a horror game lately. I don't know. I don't play a lot of horror games anymore, but when I get a craving for one, I get a craving for it. And you know what the last horror game was that we played on the channel? I'm pretty sure it was Alien Isolation, and so it's been long enough. Let's start off. We're going to jump into Layers of Isolation. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get scared, shall we?
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Alright, so we appear to be... Oh, that lady done got murked. That lady's not looking so good. That guy doesn't even seem to care. He's like, expected. Apparently he was about to pull a bunny out of a hat or something in the middle of the table. He had some kind of magic going on. He killed her with voodoo magic. Ain't that a thing? What's this over here? Can I lift this? Huh. Do you even lift, bro? Ooh, this thing right here. What is this? A dog muzzle? It definitely looks like either a muzzle for a shopping cart or a muzzle for a dog. One or the other. So we can inspect things with left click. This is a completely blind playthrough. I feel like going through a horror game when you've already seen what's coming is a very, very difficult thing to do. You have to be exceptionally entertaining, and I'm just not that guy. I apologize. Oh, that baby angel about to get a whooping. See, that's why I always tell my babies, I say stop messing around with them condors. If there's a condor in the neighborhood, baby, stop touching it. Because condors, they'll get up in that ass like a wedgie. Some baby booties. Some especially shiny cellophane baby booties. Booties in the portrait, booties on the flow. Booties in the window, booties by the dough. Oh, you open doors manually. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Alright, this is a creepy house. I had a friend when I was a kid that lived in a house like this where it was just like, it's just a creepy house. It's the placement of the lighting. It's just like, why would you arrange your house to be creepy like this? I don't know. I want my house to be like comfortable, well lit. A place where I can feel like I'm not about to get murdered from a shadow. An artist's triumph. The gallery opening wows critics. Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him with Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went so far as to invoke the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, this exhibition proved an immense success. Redacted's distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée. Looking stunning in her black gown, Redacted revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting probably a child. Would be my guess, considering there's baby booties on the floor and whatnot. Alright. Dear sir, we would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialist as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. All of our employees that visited your house reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such decided not to act further than prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers. With best regards, Carl Denton, Pesky Pest Pacification Company. I don't think that came with your best regards. That one sounded a little threatening. Oh, you can inspect stuff even better with the spacebar. I like it with the real writing, though. I get that some people need, like, the subtitles, but I like it when you read it straight off the page. It's more immersive. Yeah, when I was a kid, I stayed the night at a friend's house every now and again, whose house was kind of creepy like this one. Where it was just kind of the arrangement of the lights, I think, really. What is that right there? Looks like we can inspect things by right-clicking. It allows us to go in a little bit closer. Look closer. The numbers, Mason. Let's see. It's a picture... Why have we scratched out all of our portraits? Every picture of us or us doing anything has our face scratched off of it. Apparently we are terrible at keepsakes. Sir, I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. I was like, ooh, it's like a Hawaiian-themed room where you leave the leis. But nope, have a nice day. Maybe that's from the maid. We'll leave the creepy basement for later. Not feeling that one. Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything to inspect over here except for a really, really awesome pimpin' vintage lamp. This probably goes, what, to the parlor? I can't see. I need some kind of light. I'm thinking once they bequeath the light upon me, then we'll start looking around a little bit better, because right now it's too dark. I can't see what I'm looking at. Somebody broke a wine bottle. Better the wine than the brandy, as I always say, since like 5 minutes ago. I'm a big brandy fan. I love brandy. Like a good French brandy. Whew. It is a thing of beauty. It is a piece of artwork. Paint. Rose de Ray, burnt amber, sienna, brushes 25, air fresheners 50 pox, apples 10 kilograms, booze 510. That's how you shop for booze right there. 5 bottles of booze. Nah, we're going in. 10, not enough. 30. Let's do this thing. Let's make the cashier ask us if we're having a party this weekend. The answer to that question is I'm having a party this weekend. I don't know about other people. Now it looks more like my house. All the drawers need to be open. Things need to be everywhere. Somebody broke 2 bottles. Can I move stuff? Like, can I grab things and, like, drag? What does this do? Alright. Kind of a cool house, though. I'm assuming from the way it's laid out. We have electric lights. Early 1900s, maybe? Doesn't look like there's much in there. I think I can sprint. I can't see my legs. It's a pet peeve of mine when it comes to first-person games. I like to be able to see my legs. Dude, what kind of creepy shit do you draw all day? Just old guys with stuffed mouths laughing? Ew. Not the way I would have decorated the home. That's for certain. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's like an open area, like an open-air banister, like overlook right there. It's kind of cool. So is the piano actually playing itself right now, or is that the game's background music? Okay. Jesus. Got me with the cheap scare. They got me with the cheap scare. Christ. The hell was that noise? It's all over the floor. Ugh, I hope that's not blood. Please don't be viscera. Been working all night. Don't wake me up. Could you have possibly drawn that in a creepier handwriting? I'm gonna wake you up.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. So funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare I stepped right on, but
It appears as though she's missing. Dude, that's a badass cane. My dad, he collected canes for like 20 years. He's got so many badass. He doesn't like walk with a cane or anything. He just collects canes. He has like dozens of them. Got a cane collection. Shit. How much liquor do you drink? Good lord, man. You might have a problem. We need to talk to a specialist. Then again, it is back in the day when alcoholism didn't really exist. They were just like, oh, he takes to the drink easily. He's a good fellow, though. A good chap. Redacted might not be a household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly... Oh, it's our wife who's the artist. I thought we were the... Maybe... Are we the wife? I wonder who we are. We need to find a mirror. But just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over even the most ardent naysayers. She was simply astounding. Yes, we covered that already. I haven't seen such passion, energy, and skill in years, stated famed pianist Daniel Richter. He was not alone in his praise. It seems that even Anthony Giles, one of somebody's harshest critics, has finally seen the light. Giles has previously made disparaging comments about the artist, stating that there's more to performing music than enthusiasm and a pretty face. When asked if, after witnessing last night's performance, he regrets those words, Mr. Giles gave us a look that can only be described as a mixture of awe and embarrassment. Pressed for an answer, he simply said, yes. We caught up with the star. Mr. Giles. Guess we don't need a new shirt right now. Man, their house is really neat and orderly. Like, even in disarray, it's neater and more orderly. They've also got a super awesome... I need to have more fancy stuff. What's going on with my life right now? I don't like that footboard, though. The headboard's dope, though. I don't like footboards because things can hide behind it like this. Things can get in behind your headboard. And then you wake up at like 3 in the morning, they're like, boogie, 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 boogie. And then they take you out with a knife. And you're like, oh, if it wasn't for that pesky footboard, I could have readied my kung fu defensive positions. Galactic grand opening in flames. Disastrous fire at the new department store leaves dozens fighting for their lives. The long-awaited opening of the Galactic department store turned into hell on Earth when the building's wiring burst into flames. While the majority of the visitors managed to reach the emergency exits in time, several unfortunate attendees were trapped in the back of the building, having no chance to escape the raging inferno. The exact number of casualties have not yet been determined, although it is estimated that at least a dozen people have been severely injured. The owner of the Galactic, Ronald Sheffield, has so far declined to comment on today's tragic events. I'm going to assume we're in the United States because the last one was talking about current events in New York with American labor unions, and I can't imagine that would make international news. Not so much. If it was like a war declaration or something, I figure it'd make it, but it's kind of mundane stuff, talks between labor unions. That's exactly the sort of thing you'd find on page 4A of your local paper. Sorry, couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up again. Figured I might as well do some work. Love you. So we're a painter and she's a pianist. Definitely not an amazing spot for social advancement. The artist plus the musician. I used to be a musician. It's a tough business to be in. Definitely not a business that's ever going to make you rich. That's weird how there's a dip right there. Oh, that is a baller-ass study. Damn. Yep. I need a study like this that I can film my videos in. Can you imagine streaming from this room? Oh, it's legit. It's too legit to quit. It is legit enough to labor heartily. Where's the baby at? This all seems very much off to me. God, could you pick creepier pictures to put in the different rooms? Can you imagine your parents putting that picture on your wall? Like, during the day, though, I don't know what it is, but there's something about pictures during the day where they're perfectly fine. But when you were a kid, you remember the pictures on your parents' walls when you were a kid? How creepy they got after dark when your parents had gone to bed and you were, like, walking downstairs to get, like, a glass of water? I remember that distinctly. My parents had this picture. They were like birds of paradise or whatever. You know the plant birds of paradise? It was a picture of a bunch of birds of paradise. And during the day, they weren't creepy. But at night, they had this weird, hawkish, predatory look that just was freaky as hell when you were... Yeah, those dolls are creepy, too. I ain't down with that shit. I think in general what I'm saying is I don't like... I like the house, but the arrangement of furniture and random stuff is concerning. Why does that baby have monkey face? That baby has like that genetic thing where you become like the beast from X-Men. Oh, there's a key. I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. Yeah, that's concerning. They sent me that picture book as part of the press kit. I've actually got it. I'll show it off in a video sometime. An interesting thing. My dear friend, let me ask you a simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some hard times right now. I really do. And that's why I agreed to let you do those illustrations in the first place, for old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you could draw in your sleep. What I didn't expect is to get this demented nightmare fuel that you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There's no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to a payment in advance. Come on, get your shit together. Your old pal, Liam Brickstone, Whispered Tale Publishing House. Yeah, they sent me the storybook, and it's from Whispered Tale Publishing House, and it was kind of a creepy little press kit. They left it on my doorstep. It was the weirdest thing ever. It creeped me the hell out. I was like, what the shit is this? Because I didn't find the piece of paper that said it was a press kit because it was buried underneath a bunch of straw inside like the old 1900 box that they brought out. It was creepy. It was well orchestrated. The key probably goes to that other door that we couldn't get into right there. But what's inside? Oh, man. Oh. So I guess it's not for this room. Maybe it's for this one over here. One thing at a time. Man, this is already a mistake. Oh, maybe it's not for that one either. Okay. Let's see if we can't figure out what door we should take this to. Sounds like there's water running in here somewhere. There we go. Can't be wasting water. That shit's expensive. Got a drought going on right now. And even though it has pissed down rain for like 3 months straight, I still don't think that's gonna fix it. Rat poison contains Antu. Effective as bait poison, water poison, tracking poison, active ingredients, alpha-naphthaltheoria. Inert ingredients, diatomaceous sart. Color pigment, water, beta naphtha. The only thing I know on there is diatomaceous, so. Flush. Does our house have a urinal? No, it's a toilet. I can't tell. It's so dark in here. It's like, oh, you can turn on lights? Dude! My world has been revolutionized. I don't even know what to say right now. We should probably go check those other dark rooms now that I know there's light switches and shit around. A below-knee prosthesis. How the hell did they... How the hell did they fuck up? Is that what it says? It doesn't look like I can... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, how the hell did they fuck up the length? Okay. I'm gonna leave the lights on because I'm a giant scaredy cat. This house creeps the hell out of me. Even the oregano bottles are creepy. That's how you know you have decorated your house in a terrorizing fashion. A terrifying fashion. Even the oregano bottles are just like, oregano, why are you so scary right now? You're supposed to make my food more delightful, and instead you've made it more horrifying. How dare you, oregano? This is why we banish you to the oregano closet. Ah, shit! How many traps? Well, why would you leave an obvious mouse hole like that? See, that's why you got problems. Is that the pest? That's Little Vinny and Partners, fast, efficient, and discreet. For all of your pest control needs, call Big Vinny's. Sir? Oh, these open too? So much investigation to be done. I'm sorry for yesterday. You were right. I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me. It's about her. Everything I do with the best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that an imperfect world is worth to... I can't read it. I believe that in an imperfect world, it's worth... Oh, it's because there's a typo. It's worth it to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though, I promise. I think we might be the wife. I'm thinking we might be the wife. That's cool. I just like to know whose identity I'm assuming so I can get all into character. Oh, that one's locked. Interesting. Just old brushes? Like old wrecked up bush? Okay. You know you could throw those out, right? We'll get to whatever horrifying experience is coming in just a minute. Although they said my wife played the piano and was not a painter. They said the husband was a painter, so I don't know who the hell I am right now. I'm so confused. My identity is all for nothing. I like these big travel trunks. They don't make these anymore. I mean, they do, but you have to get them at like Pier 1 Imports for like $12,000. Then they're made out of like cardboard and shit. They're not actually made out of the good stuff. I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're done before you go to sleep. It's a lonely way to live, my friends. Sharing a house with somebody, but you ain't never talked to him. Staying in your own respective rooms. I did that for a while with one of my roommates. We did not like each other at all. Well, we were already locked in on a lease, and so we just stayed locked in our little wings of the apartment. Get it right this time. Oh, it's blank. That's so much better than I thought it would be. Lost it, you deserve. It looks like there is writing there. If we had one of those things that like linguists and like the text scientists use in order to decipher all text with all the different like ultraviolet rays and stuff, we'd be able to see it. But it's not that time period, so how much you want to bet the picture's going to fill in on its own like through time as we advance the story? Huh. Oh, we're in a different place than we were. Damn it. And the doors open inwards, too. They do that on purpose because they can hide shit behind the doors. What you trying to pull right now, Ghostesses? You better watch out. I'll call the Jesus on you. And if Jesus don't answer, I'll go get Buddha. And Buddha knows how to throw those hands, so watch out. Shit. Is the guy about to knife a baby? Huh. Interesting subject matter. I feel like this was made by somebody that went on the Disneyland haunted house ride too many times because they had all the portraits and paintings and stuff all over the place. Well, at least this one's lit up. You know the light's about to go out, though. Ugh. Oh, we kept that one. Going in circles. Also spilling wine all over a perfectly good couch. Ghost, why you gotta be like that? Dear sir and madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us and especially our children. Please consider that not everyone is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police. Sincerely, your very tired neighbors. I love how passive-aggressive and just, like, soaked in sarcasm and just irritation that is. Like, it's polite, but it's kind of like a meh, like a middle finger polite. Every time I'd be checking behind the door. Every single time. Well, this seems like a room where something bad's gonna happen. Christ. Save the date. Redacted. Request the pleasure of your company to celebrate the wedding on Saturday, the 9th of June at St. Luke's Chapel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hooray. Nothing inside of there. Oh man, I was hoping there'd be like a secret switch inside the bust. So we have like a super awesome Batman room that has all of our ghost hunting equipment in it. Whoa. Uh-huh. So, our character didn't eat any mushrooms or anything like that, or you didn't take any like interesting, colorful tabs with little pictures on them or anything, did you? Before this adventure, because that's gonna make this a lot worse. It's gonna make this a lot worse. Alright guys, we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat, this is Layers of Fear. I'll see y'all next time. Hi, do. Oh, this is gonna be so unpleasant.